This document, they are SLP in most of the time. In fact, we've seen in all the provinces in South Africa, right? Well, most mining companies had consulted directly with communities, right? Have had meaningful consultations. What do? They come here, they call you guys, come. They know for about and stuff like that. But the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, they send register, that's it. You guys don't get to understand that sometimes the very same registers that you sign for Toronto to Lookman and stuff like that, the very same registers that they submit to the MRE to say community considerate, community hall, build the community hall, sorry, without you knowing, without you even proposing it, right? And then it gets approved, it goes on, the project is not even implemented because the community don't know about the project. I can say I haven't.
And I can understand. So, like what I was like, SLP in a contract 5 years. When I was now, maybe not just shall be like an agent. I have a baby like I go, maybe one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the others are different. Like when you came to and maybe came to maybe harmonica passive and a carrot and a go. Is he a contract in 5 years? He only was on a different.
Oh, later on, after a year, as a community, we're like, no. There's a new problem now, right? There are maybe politics, but and stuff like that. So you want to empower local taxi people and stuff like that, or build a rank or anything like that, which is ancient or shelter for women, abused and stuff like that, right? We can amend the SLP, but that does not mean it's not like a straightforward kind of thing. You have to motivate, get the MPR involved, even the mining company involved to say no. According to Anto, this is how our needs is to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Our focus has shifted now, and then we still need to look into the budget implications of it. Because I thought SLP is talking about the budget that has to each and every project. This simply means so now, if we now we want something else. That simply means budget item might not be the same as the one that has been planned already, and still needs to be approved by the MPR, formally called and the MRE.
I get into a pillar, Negeles Jiba, Aston Beggar School, and then we find out when classes in and Banaba. Or now we school and then we had a mall, Romella, planting, and one donation, maybe into the container, Zagana, because Casamaba gets and late. Then Lion Walla Lisa, Cassara let them alive. Then Sibanya Fanaga, Naboka, after 2 months. Then after 2 months, Yahuda, Lion, Kakapon, after maybe Banama was 8 months or an Indian, the one then heads are.
Yeah, but when in that regard, I think now I understand what you say. And you find a situation in KZN like that, whereby these 2 ladies, by autism mind, but then when getting some mind there. So it is. So manual lady puts a you cool, Masha. So every time I'm about just the ball, the like it and stuff like that. So Kabasta told the customers and stuff like that. They sort of Basana loss or and stuff like that. So they approach request to say, please assist us, how build like kitchen. Oh, no. Right? The retail stand develop for our clients and stuff like that. Because just like, no, sure, we'll assist you. Right? At the same time, after that, you know what he did? And got the very same thing. At this ladies were back to them about back in the SLP. But it is like it's an SLP project. During the SLP social audit, that's why we found out that those ladies were surprised. No. Well, we did not know we were part of the SLP. The only thing we knew was that we went to the mine to ask for this and that. But to answer your question, and I think in most cases, that's what they do. But to answer your question, you can go to the mine and say, listen, this is what we need. We'll go donate and stuff like that. That cannot be classified under SLP. Right? Unless in a situation whereby as community we're like no. SLP, how attended the SLP consultations, this is what we need and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. Right? But in the case of Guangdong, you are asking for donations, which means it's part of CSI. Yeah, it's part of CSI, corporate social investment, which they are mining back on our heads and on the side. So it's different than how to open something as an individual, like a personal organization or as an association.
Ba tlabe ba le ba sa tle ka ba se ba romela mona ka ba khone thuta jolo ka mohlala ona le retreat mo re ga bone e ne sa tle di meetings e nda ha wa tsara jolo go itwa ba ba re tsa ba
yeah wabona kana lo point mining companies, they are supposed to consult and give you guys quarterly meetings. Quarterly meetings, it means they must come to you as a community at least 4 times a year to give you progress at the SLP project. To say, listen, within these 2 months, we had agreed, right? We had agreed to hire independent contractors or whatever the case may be. And then take book reach or stuff or whatever the case may be. Now, it means quarterly so, after every 4 months, then they come to say, guys, this is a commitment, the SLP that we have made to you. To say we're going to do this and this and this and this and this and this. Now, this is a progress report. This is what we have achieved, this is what we have done so far. I don't know if it makes sense. But most of the time, mining companies don't consult with communities. Instead, what do they opt for? They opt for structures like CES, structures like community forums, and stuff like that, to avoid going directly to consult with the communities. Instead, they consult with certain individuals from the community, and they say they've consulted with the community. Why? Because sometimes with money, those certain individuals, they claim or they represent the community, right? Which is somehow information along our communities don't know, because there's this gatekeeping thing happening in our communities, right? But at the same time, what I'm trying to emphasize is that it shouldn't be a matter of SLP project was supposed to be implemented. Now we have to go to the mine to ask them for why is this project not implemented. Actually, it should be the other way around. They should be coming to us and say, guys, this is the evidence of running the laws for this month or something like that. So unfortunately, we don't have enough funds to proceed with this and that and that. But unfortunately, we have this much. How about we amend and then try to whatever? About that is consultation. That is informing you guys. That is providing you guys with a report, and we call that a progressive report in terms of SLP or about the SLP and stuff like that. In a case whereby you find a mining company like now what we found. Tetrafo, there in Meloding for the commitment that they said, the commitment that they've made to upgrade that hall to whatever they think that they had to be done there, they have not done it. The thing that we can do, I think that was your question, or in a case whereby they have made a commitment, what do we do? That is why we have DMPR. But they have the Department of Mineral Resources. Yeah, that's why we're going to office here.
Yes, I'm at community is long fella tetra iphethatha sereng isetsi community ya benefit a ke thata ka e fitla ba ka mo bolo e ra ka ba contract mo nyana ke a tlo penta mo mauthi a ka se montsi a tlo tla ka digola a tlo penta ke re bra a ke re bra nice then ke twelong ntseng etsa ha bra ya e le gore ne wena o kusetsa mababa yona ke o teng batho ba tlo lwana mosebetsi ka tsela e jwa le nna ka se fihle o teng ya ka njana re ka lwana ntho tla ha mo my boy re le tete re le makhuwa so my boy re ka be ha mo leader ha re mona ke ta o dula da e be re ha school magai ha school e tla ha school so ka ward 7 ward nya one transport mohlang e ha mona ha school so da ka ward nya wena o ha ka ward no score kuto yemisa ka injalo isikolo ke thosa
mama bona ba data machi bona ba data machi
ha ke hana ni bona
data machi
ke seo di mana a se ke ga lotsa ga go
bra ka mo bua bueno enkex mo bua ya fuka sa teng o tlo ga pitile batho ka ke ba tla community
ya batho ba
was to do a social audit whereby we wanted to scrutinize, check the SLP saying this, but are this commitment fulfilled? Because the project that we chose, basically they were supposed to be completed by the time that's a social audit, right? And we did that social audit through what again? The interview, where we were interviewing the community members to ask them for are they aware about those things. About the ages, about the mining, all of those things. So to try to understand, Tetra 4 is it contributing towards local development, Melody, and is it fulfilling its commitment in accordance with its SLP, right? So we checked all of those things and stuff like that, and then afterwards we received those surveys. Then those surveys were then quantified. What do I mean by that? It means survey about the question and stuff like that. We took that survey and then recorder, and then like for instance, majority about if you go through the whole report, you will see the percentages to say majority about SLP majority about this commitment at Tetra 4. Some commitment at Tetra 4 to upgrade the fancy, the kitchen, the solar, Melody, right? So we took that to say, let's combine all these things to reduce money and then draft a report. Report to draft it was influenced by those social audit surveys that we did. Together, yeah. And then, but before drafting the report, after conducting what you call the door-to-door and stuff like that,
because I don't think there's a lot of people that know what is SLP. Most of you know what is SLP. That's why Comrade Lebo asked that deep guy. Because we understand that we did the programs SLP with the branch before, and if some of the people are not here, these are the kind of things that we have to pass to other people in the community. I'll pop on to talk about these things. So you know that there's SLP, there's SLP. Comrades, I think Comrade Lebo also touched on this. SLP it draft way because but Wabarafam Mobuko alone. That's why I want to SLP. That's why I must SLP. Because Mugu alone. But Banga Mugu alone. That's why they have to do something for the community. Because they are taking from you. Banga Tutalona, that's why Batamaba fulfill SLP. There are issues of employment, there are issues study project, there are SLP, you know. One of the things I think is they should be implemented in the community. So it's up to you, for a loaner, you are going to push your own things, the Chaole and SLP again, or you are going to act. And act decisively. Level plan a concrete already. Act as so, and your plan must be feasible. When I look at the plan, and when I wish you to Mariana and I can implement. Go yo nyami sa fela plan yo, the pele we implement. Sonzo fila wa langa bagaye tamare. I know, I'm not going to implement this thing. So your plan must be feasible, and your plan must hold the mine accountable. Your plan must benefit this community. Because most of the time, I think the system of capitalism ends in individual. Or I should always think about myself. That's why the most important thing SLP care employment effect. Because you are only one, you are benefiting alone. What about the rest of the community? So this is what you wanted to do. I think Comrade Samuel already said that play. He wanted us to go from door to door, recollect as an organization, recollect information within different houses. I have got to school or school to tell what level. I have a business, in a lane business, I have construction, CIBD, those kind of things. So that going forward, we don't anymore mine how waiting. How approach a miner at a database, comrades. At a database, and database you must also be there because has it all fell to your mining? Babang have no gain, and Babang are not even Babang have about to look at mining. Amongst us as comrades, there must be people who are doing business. And I have my neighbor and I about to business again. How do we get to assist them? And I never to buy the NPO. How do you get to assist them? And I never to want to buy that how do you get to assist them? But I'm not really that database. How does a corporate and I never to buy the qualification is so. How do I assist them for can you training see or back at the level of ability?
Active di bicycle ne di active di ntho tse ka reng bo di V2 makoshene a jwalo a hauwe ke mmae bo V1 ena ne ka drop ya hauwe ke mmae bo harmony high ke sekolo sa hauwe ke mmae. But right now di mine tsa nujina ha di sa ha makoshene wa nthola khotmanaka di mine tsa nujina di hira batho fela hore na motho a chaisa o khutlela ha bona ka jareteng ga bo tsana ga bana taba. Di mine tsa khale bana ba tina ba hadi hostel because of batho bana ba hlabo Eastern Cape batho bana ba hlabo khale then di mine tseo le di hadi hostel for batho wao batho ba ne ba dula mona ele matsolo a mo bana ba tseba ga motho a chaisa ka mila bele ha hae bana ba reka lefatsi mine tsa khale then no jena na dintho di eme fela ba sa etsa next ke ntwe ke tsebang ka di mine le sportsong le bo ga di kgwebong hohle ya ba sa etsa fokolo khotmane yaka ke ntwe ke tsebang e
Imagine 2000 and ya freedom in 1984 then the mines pulled back because I think it's racially influenced as well. Or bana ba bona go batho ba ntse ba kenya so they cannot help black people. But the worst thing is that now even batho ba ntse ba kenya ga di mine ha ba ke bona ba sa implementing the social labor plan go di gas tsa bona. Because kana go nda at least mine ne tsule mago. That's why Mahwana has about tools. But no, even the black people that are but the baga in mind. They know you want to be responsible. Because no, but they are responsible for everything. They are responsible for the community, they are responsible for the social labor plan. But the social labor plans are not implemented. Why? Because they don't care. Because Motushe Yena Liwan or Abisha. Mara processing your Shavali one or Abisha, Unta Sinyaka. education. Also the municipality, because there's this thing why is a municipality and stuff. That's why I was a follow develop the education now, which is a problem. So comrades, we need to come together. We will send the template. We come together. We go to our communities. We know our communities. We know what are the skills setting our community. How can they be improved? We classify our own data, and then after that, we go and say that the skills the business the NPO. So it means we are covering every angle a social labor play. We cover all the angles. 1, 2, 3. How to get to meet us halfway. So no, we are not saying minor with things. Our plan 1, 2, 3. It's under 2, 3. Our social labor plan, the programs that are implemented. Properly, why is a failure? We ask such questions.